Hi, I'm Alex with Brownell Boat Stands, here today to talk about a range of hydraulic boat lifts. These things are designed to pick a boat up and pull it off a trailer for either maintenance or storage purposes. That can be a standard over-the-road trailer or a flatbed transport trailer. All the lifts are made right here at our factory in Massachusetts and then come with a lifetime warranty against defects in material and workmanship. We're going to start with our BL3 lighter duty version. BL3 is available in a purely manual hydraulic model or an air assist hydraulic model. All these lifts have an easy handlebar mechanism to move them around the yard or roll them up in the back of your truck. BL3 is about 260 pounds. The air model is about 300 pounds. Lifting capacity of 3,000 pounds, 3 different lifting positions. All the way in, you get about 12 inches of clearance from the column. All the way out, you get about 18 inches. And again, 3,000 pounds capacity at each of those positions. The wheels are solid pneumatics, so they'll never go flat on you. The air version here, if you have a shop air system, you're running off the air, but if you're out in the field and you don't have access to air, it also works manually. As for the air itself, recommended specs are 115 PSI and 17 CFM. It will run down to about 100 PSI. And if you don't have that volume, if you have a small portable compressor, it'll still run with lower volume, just a bit slower. Let's go ahead and do a quick demo of the air version. Comes equipped with a 50-foot air hose, standard industrial fitting. Plug it right in. Has a valve on it so it doesn't kick on you automatically, although you do have to watch out. There's a lock on it, so you want to make sure that's not on before you plug it in. Up we go. Now once you got the boat up and the trailer out, if it's going to be sitting on the lift for any amount of time, you want to make sure you put your pin in, lock it into place. Then you want to lower the jack so the weight sits on the pin instead of on the hydraulics. Now for lifting range, the BL3 has an overall range of 18 up to 50 inches. You'll see on the manual model here, it's sitting all the way down on the base plate. On this version, it's sitting on a pin. So if you start, if the boat's sitting really low, you drop it all the way down, pick the boat up, and if you max the jack out and you need to get the boat higher, you pin the head and leave it sitting on the pin like that. You collapse the jack, move the whole box back up. Let's go ahead and do that. All right, so that's just about maxing out the jack, but say we wanted to get the boat a little bit higher to put it on a set of nice tall racks and do some bottom work. All you gotta do, pull your pin it back in, let the ram down so the weight sits on the pin, and then you're gonna collapse the ram all the way back in. And then you're going to lift the whole jack assembly up. Make sure you're tight. You want to make sure as the jack comes back up that the top of the ram sits in the cup here. This one missed a little bit, so I'm just going to drop it back down. Then as we come up, you just kind of want to guide it in. See, it's got a little bit of play in there on the column. Then you continue right on up. If it doesn't seat in the cup right there as you're going up, once it's loaded, it can jump and drop into the cup, and that you don't want to happen. Right, and that's our BL3 3,000 pound capacity lift. Now we'll go over and talk about the BL8. So here's our BL8 heavy duty lift system. The BL8 has the same handlebar setup. Now it's quite a bit heavier, about 100 pounds heavier. So the manual version is about 360 pounds. The air version is about 400 pounds. But again, still pretty easy to move around. The wheel bracket, as you tilt it back, the wheel bracket hits the ground, so it makes it easier to tilt back. You don't have to put your foot down there and fight it to lean back. So for lift capacity, the BL8 has a graduated capacity, so when you're all the way in, you get about 10 inches from the column to the center of the lifting pad, and you get 8,000 pounds of capacity. You come out 4 inches, go to 6,000 pounds, out another 4, and you're at 4,000 pounds. These ratings make our lift the strongest on the market when you're looking at clearance off of the column. There are other lifts that advertise higher capacities out there, but they advertise that with the arm all the way in, and it's actually even closer than this. You only get a couple inches of clearance off of that column, and then as you come out, the capacity drops off really fast. So at each position that we have, we're significantly stronger than any other lift on the market, and our arm actually comes out a lot farther than any other one as well. Because of the structure of the BL8, it doesn't have the full throw lifting range that the BL3 does, so to make it more versatile, we added a second arm position, so we're in the higher position here. You get your total range in the higher position is 37 to 59 inches. And if you want to drop it down, you just pull your pin, drop it right in. And then you're at a range of 27 up to 49 inches. Each of these lifts, and the BL3 as well, they're marked with lifting capacity. Position 1, 8,000 pounds, position 2, 6,000 pounds, position 3, 4,000 pounds. And on the back here, we have another label with manufacturer information, those capacities listed again, and the lifting range. So we'll go ahead and do a quick demo of the air version of this guy as well. And again, if the boat's going to be sitting on the lift for any amount of time, take the safety pin, and just lower your jack right back down. Now, if you have a set of 2 or 4 jacks and you're in the shop where you have air, get a 4-way manifold or a 2-way manifold. Plug your jacks in, and we'll do it with a 3 and an 8 for now. And then what's nice about this, you got your boat sitting on your trailer, you stand back, you can run them both at the same time, or you can run one at a time to balance the front and the back, or a port and starboard. That's it for our hydraulic lifting systems, our BL3 and our BL8. Thanks for watching.